What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Scur Alert. Today we'll be talking Husker recruiting. It's a big weekend for Matt Rule and staff with a bunch of key targets on campus for the CU game this weekend. We're going to get into some of the guys visiting and what the Huskers' odds are to get a couple of flips. It is a very big weekend, as you know, with Colorado Buffaloes coming into town and Nebraska being in the primetime television slot. It is sure to draw a lot of eyes, just like it did last year. Before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to click that notification bell so you get a reminder every time we post a video. It also helps us a lot to hit that thumbs up button. It drives the content in the algorithm, helps us get out to more Husker fans. So we appreciate that. Let's get right into it with who we have slated for visitors so far. It is a big weekend for the Huskers. Started off right up top here with Malcolm Simpson, the four-star defensive lineman out of Hitchcock High School in Galveston, Texas. This kid is an absolute monster, 90.27 overall. Cade Peachock from Fargo, North Dakota. This kid is a behemoth, 6'5", 240, four-star commit. And then a big one, Jamarian Parker. This kid had a massive week one in high school ball with 4 TDs. He will be visiting out of the Cardinal Ritter prep program. This is a staple of St. Louis. If we want to get a foothold in St. Louis, this is where we're going to do it. So TJ Lateef will be on campus again, and supposedly he's bringing his left tackle with him from what I've heard. Not sure how much truth there is to that, but something to watch nonetheless. Obviously, TJ, the high four-star player in this class, we'd love to keep him on. There's currently 3 quarterbacks set to visit this weekend, so it's kind of a cluster there. Bryson Weber, big prospect, 6'2.5", 180 cornerback, out of Missouri City, Texas. This kid flies around and gets to the ball really nicely. And then here's another big one, interior lineman Sean Hammerback out of Winter, South Dakota. This kid's an absolute unit. 6'5.5", 265. Just imagine after a couple of years in the program. Caden Vermas has had a big season. His highlights that have been coming out have been looking absolutely nasty. The 6-foot safety out of Millard North. Everybody from Nebraska should be familiar with this kid. He is an absolute beast. Bear Tenney out of Lehigh, Utah. 3-star prospect, tight end prospect. And then we have Bryson Hayes, wide receiver out of Mays, Kansas. Ethan Irvin, an FAU commit, is apparently set to visit. He is from Buford, Georgia. I'm assuming he's coming up with the Riolas. I would just imagine so. And then some other targets that aren't listed here but have been confirmed all over the internet. The number 1 athlete in the country, Michael Terry III, will be visiting for, what seems to be his 4th time now, maybe his 3rd. He's set to make one more visit out to Nebraska, Oregon, and Texas before he makes his decision. So that one will be an interesting one to watch there, especially if Nebraska can get the win. That's going to be a key point with all of these targets. The night game atmosphere is going to be something these kids have never experienced before. From firsthand experience, the last big game I was at was Colorado with the Alex Henry and Ndamukong Suh pick 6. So it's going to be louder. It's going to be rowdier than that. If the environment shows, if Nebraska shows out and shows these kids what it's all about, there could be something special brewing in Lincoln. Another big target Wide receiver Cortez Mills, currently an Oklahoma commit. This kid is a high 4-star prospect out of Florida. He absolutely flies. And then another one, edge rusher Dawson Merritt out of Kansas City is currently an Alabama commit. He will be in town as well to watch the Huskers take on the Buffs. And then another big one, Christian Jones, in-state kid, 4-star linebacker. He really is one to watch. If Nebraska can put a few of these games together here, he'll be one to watch for a commit coming very soon. On top of that, a 2026 quarterback target, Michael Clayton, will be in town as well. This kid has been high on Nebraska after kind of getting snubbed. All the schools in Florida picked up QB targets and went that route. He kind of got left behind. Nebraska's quickly climbing up his board, and then obviously Dayton Raiola will be in town as well to watch his brother. Another big name in the 2026 class, Jackson Cantwell, will be on campus. He, I believe, is the number 1 tackle and maybe the number 2 overall player. His mom grew up in Crete. He grew up a Husker fan. So that'll be an interesting one to watch there too. Looks like he might be a 5-star plus type of guy. If true, that would be a big get. This will be his 3rd time on campus, I believe, and in an interview, I believe he said Matt Rule has things moving in the right direction over there in a recent interview. So all good things. A big, big weekend for the Huskers. Keep it here. We will have all recruiting and football, volleyball, basketball, you name it. Any news that comes up, we will bring it to you as fast as possible. It is a big week. Be loud, wear red, and go big red.